Hello, my name is Jasmine Robinson, and welcome to Lavender Lifestyle, where we place health, wellness, and entrepreneurship as a priority each and every day. Our mission is to treat our health like our wealth. If you don't put in the work, then you don't get paid. Let's explore what a lavender lifestyle looks like. It's a combination of health, wellness, and entrepreneurship from a young Black woman's perspective. Lavender is known to have many properties, such as being an antidepressant, a stress reliever, and can soothe the mind and detoxify the body. Lavender can invoke love, affection, longevity, perseverance, and compassion. It symbolizes gracefulness, femininity, vulnerability, refinement, and creativity. The color encompasses the energy of red, hope of white, calmness of blue, and purity for new beginnings. Follow me on my journey towards a lavender lifestyle. If this sounds like the kind of lifestyle you want to live, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, please make sure you are following my Facebook support group, Juice with Jazz. This group was created to introduce juicing to beginners, where we explore what juicing is and how beneficial it is to our health. Tips and tricks on how to reclaim your health, challenges that are safe and promote a healthy gut, which is the center of health, and a supportive group of juicers who motivate and inspire each other. Welcome to my first business checklist. This checklist is the first one that I made when I decided that I wanted to start my own mobile juice bar. This is not by any means my final or complete checklist. These are just some things that I've started with as I prepare to become my own boss, start my own business, and journey into this amazing world of entrepreneurship. I hope you enjoy, and please comment below. The first thing that I did was create an email address. I just went basically with a Gmail address. I thought it would be the easiest and most convenient. Plus all of my other emails are through Gmail. So I set that up and made sure that I documented my password, because those things always get tricky and you lose them. So I made sure I saved it in my phone. The next thing I did was obtain an EIN number. This is a identification number for your business. At first, I did it as a sole proprietorship business, so I only used my social security number, but then I went back and made my business an LLC just to have some extra coverage because of the type of products and services that I offer. And you can do this through the IRS. The next thing I did was register my business with the Secretary of State. I'll be starting my business in Georgia, so I went to Georgia Secretary of State's website and created a username and password. Then I went to the Georgia Corporations Division for everything pertaining to starting a business in Georgia, and I did a name search of my business. It came up that no one else had my name, so I proceeded to the next step. Next, I registered my business with the Georgia Tax Center. I registered my business as an LLC, and I also created a sales and use tax account. With the Georgia Tax Center, it's the one-stop shop for all electronic filing and paying taxes. So you can file and pay taxes and fees using this site. I also got my sales tax exempt form from this site, as well as my sales tax ID number. After I completed my registration with the Georgia Tax Center, I received my state tax ID number through email from the Georgia Department of Revenue, and they notified me that my new business registration had been completed and I was now a registered taxpayer in the state of Georgia. And using these tools, I can electronically file and pay for my accounts and file my taxes. With registering my business name, this was more of a reservation process. I went back to the Georgia Secretary of State, paid a $25 fee to kind of reserve my business name while my actual business was being registered as Jazz and Juice Mobile Juice Bar LLC. And this took a while, but I finally got my email and my business name had been reserved and my business was registered. The registration process of my business was done through the Georgia Secretary of State as well, and it only cost me $100 to register my business. This process again took a while, and it was during COVID, so I guess office hours had changed a little bit, or people just weren't really working as much, but I finally registered my business and my name reservation was clear and it was mine. After that, I decided to open up a checking and savings account. I really did want to go with a Black-owned bank, but unfortunately I have to wait a little bit on that. So I stayed with my current bank, Wells Fargo, and I opened up a business checking and a business savings account. I think it's very important operating as a business to separate your personal and business finances, so this was a must for me. Finding and saving my NAICS code was pretty easy, and it stands for the North American Industry Classification System, and this is basically where all the information is kept about classifying business establishments for collection and analysis of statistical data. My code is 722330 and it's for a mobile food truck. Up next, I wanted to create a website for my business. This is still undergoing and underway. I decided to go with Wix.com. I liked the features that they had and all of the kind of options that were available. I'm still creating my website. I'm going to launch it in January, which is 2021, which is the year that I officially want to start running my business. So this is still underway and it's almost done. Creating my logos had to be one of the things that I most enjoy so far. I've went through probably about at least 10 right now, and I just found some new ones last week, which I'm really feeling strongly about. I feel like they're building on one another and really kind of complement each other for the target markets and target groups for my business. So I'm excited about that, and I'm also doing it through Wix.com. After I officially decide on what those logos are, I think I want to do 3, one main one and 2 ones based on certain target groups that I want to market my products and services to. I'm going to go back to the Georgia Secretary of State and get it trademarked. I can't get trademarked until I start officially, using my name and using my logo, so I have to wait on that. I also, as you all know from right here, wanted to start a YouTube channel and document my journey. I feel like it's so important to really see how far you've come, how much work you've put in, and how much information and education that you've gained, and also sharing that. I don't want to be stingy with everything that I learn. I like to share it and help other people, because YouTube has honestly helped me along this way so much, and I just want to give everything back that I've already gotten. Creating my social media channels was pretty easy. I only have a Facebook group page and Instagram. I was thinking about doing a TikTok. I'm going back and forth about it, but those social media channels I think are really important, especially with marketing purposes and not really being able to be out and about with this pandemic going on. So definitely create some social media channels. Researching commissaries and commercial kitchens was next on my to-do list. It is mandated by Georgia that if you run a mobile food service or mobile food truck or trailer, you have to have a commissary where you can store and clean out your truck, and you have to do all of your prepping and cooking in a commercial kitchen that's up to code. I also had to research trailers in the Department of Health. My business is a mobile juice bar, so it will be ran mostly out of a trailer, and I have to make sure whatever trailer that I purchase is up to code through the Department of Health first and foremost. Like, I have to have a hand washing sink, and I also have to have a 3-compartment sink for washing, cutting any produce, or washing and drying any dishes. I also had to research the Department of Agriculture. After I get my trailer up to code through the Department of Health, it has to be registered through the Department of Agriculture as well. There are so many moving parts when you are producing a product or service, and just missing one can throw off everything. Deciding which payment options I like to go with was something that I didn't really give too much thought until now. I was deciding between Square and PayPal, but I think I'm at the point where I just want to use Square for individual transactions and use QuickBooks for the contracts that I have with the businesses and establishments that I'll be working with. I think it'll provide a good balance as well as support with my accounting needs. As stated in some of my other videos, I am 100% funding all of my business expenses by myself, but I did want to open up to grants that I won't have to pay back, like loans, and see if there were any out there for small businesses or women-owned businesses or Black-owned businesses. So I'm still in the process of doing that. If you know any, let me know in the comments below. Some recent additions that I wanted to add to my checklist, some things that I really didn't think about. They just came up unexpectedly, but I'm excited about. This happens often as I'm learning and growing and really trying to set up my business with a very strong foundation that will have longevity and provide a legacy for me and my family. The first recent addition is creating an operating agreement. I found that this is very necessary when you have a single member LLC, which is the only person in your business with 100% stock in your business. It's kind of like having a conversation with yourself and making sure that you are documenting all of the major decisions that you're making in your business, just in case something happens and you need to kind of show how you came about making that decision. I also want to create meeting minutes. I want to kind of not just have everything in my head, but have meeting minutes of these decisions that I'm making and kind of document everything. I want to run my LLC as a partnership between me and Jazz and Juice Mobile Juice Bar. The last thing that I decided that I really wanted to do was host a few taste testing events for my new menu. I got some feedback over the summer when I first sold my first juice, but now I've revamped my menu based on that feedback, and before I officially roll out, I want to kind of really get some feedback on the new items that I've created and making sure that they are up to par with what my consumers want and what they taste buds say that they need. Like I stated earlier, this is my ongoing first business checklist, so feel free to comment below with any suggestions, comments, feedback as I create this list and add to it and amend it and change it. I'm just so excited with how far I've come in such short amount of time, and I'm even more excited with how far I will go in the long run. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please repeat after me. Today I choose calm over chaos, serenity over stress, peace over perfection, grace over grit, and faith over fear. Please remember to live fearless every day. As we continue on this fearless journey, and we place health, wellness, and entrepreneurship as a priority in our life each and every day. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and live our mission of treating our health like our wealth. If you don't put in the work, then you don't get paid.